What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. So I'm doing another live Q&A. I was bored tonight, so I figured I would do another one of these for you, even though sometimes I might do them a little bit too often. But, sometimes when I get bored and I don't have anything else I really want to do, I decide to do these. So I see already got somebody in here already.
What's up, dude?
What's happening, my brother?
Whew. Nothing much, man. I was just watching a Star Trek movie.
Nice. Which one?
The Search for Spock, I'm pretty sure.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I haven't seen that one in a while, though, but I do remember enjoying it when I first saw it. That was like 8 years ago, I think.
I have to say, though, I'm not as big on it as I was the three J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies. I really like those movies. That's why
That's fair. I mean, I like them too.
I've just been on like a huge kick of Star Trek, I guess.
Star Trek was my stuff growing up, bro. I mean, I think I first watched that when I was like about 9 or 10 years old. And the first Star Trek film I ever even watched was not Search for Spock, The Voyage Home.
Oh, the first one I watched was the motion picture, and I just like stayed away from Star Trek for a long while, and then I got back on track with The Wrath of Khan this year. So
I was a Star Trek fanatic, bro, growing up.
Dang.
Yeah. What's up, Gold Pizza Brain?
What's good? By the way, that was a great choice for top 10 Breaking Bad episodes. I forgot the other guy's name, but
Zach Goller.
Yes, I'm glad that at least Peekaboo was in your honorable mentions, but I don't know how I feel because that's probably in my top 5 favorite episodes.
But it's all good, man. You just gotta accept the fact that it's our list. That's all we gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there wouldn't be like if you made a top 30 Breaking Bad episodes, that still wouldn't be enough. Like there's just so many. There's not a bad episode.
There's not, no, but it's
Like,
just it came down to it just came down to
IMDb
personal preference.
The Fly is so underrated. Like I don't know why everyone hates it.
Wait, Movies and Trains, have you gotten that far yet on Breaking Bad?
Which one?
To Fly?
I don't believe so. Where is that at?
I think it's episode 10.
Oh, season 3?
Season 3.
Yeah, season 3.
Yes.
No, I haven't made it there yet. I think I'm on like episode 4 or 5 of season 3.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You got to catch up, bro. I'm telling you, it's a great show.
Yeah, I know. I will for sure, because this last stretch of episodes that I watched recently was great.
Oh.
Yeah, and
it's a lot to come.
Yeah, and before I went live with Zach on Tuesday, he did tell me that he actually bought the box set on Blu-ray, and I showed him my Blu-rays for those, and yeah, he was jealous of what I told him how I was able to get a hold of them.
Yeah, that was definitely a bargain.
I have a question for y'all, but let's not try to spoil it. So let's just say, like, at least no season 3, or what is y'all's all-time favorite Heisenberg moment? Like 1 and 2, like for seasons.
Probably the fake meth bomb thing that he did in season 1.
Oh yeah, that's a great.
That was dope.
I liked Cancer Man, where he got that rich guy, his car, how he cut it in front of him in line and got the guy's parking spot.
Oh yeah, and I think I'm trying to think of mine. I know this might sound dumb, but I think I'd have to go with the time that he got pepper sprayed in season 2. That was hilarious. I know it's weird, but that's one of my favorite moments. That's always been one of the moments that made me laugh the most. But Yep, that's what I think. But in movies and trains, you picked up any physical media lately?
Um, besides what I posted on Instagram, no, I haven't.
Huh.
So okay, so what makes me extremely mad is the timing of when I got my stuff. Um, because like Sonic 2 and what else? What was the other one?
Lost City?
The
Or
Lost City, yeah, the Lost City. Those two made me so mad. Like
because they went
when,
back down.
yeah, when they went back. Well, I got the Lost City for $10, which is still a good deal, but I didn't
Okay,
want
yeah.
the 4K originally. So then, look, the next day, Walmart has their Black Friday stuff out. DVD of Lost City, $6.
I mean, come on, bro. You can't pass up a 4K for $10, so you can't complain.
Yeah, but like what I don't know if you remember or not, but I was saying like I wanted to show my grandparents the movie, and they don't have like a Blu-ray or 4K player, and that's just the 4K.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Forgot about that.
the 4K doesn't look bad though. It's a pretty good disc.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Nope
I'm trying to
transfer,
remember.
by the way, looks amazing.
Yes, sir, dude.
I'm definitely gonna
That-
pick that up. Go ahead, Luke.
I got it for like
Dude.
$18. So it was like $10 bucks off when I got it too. So that was
Yeah, and I gotta say, bro, like when you tell Zach Goller what you thought of that movie, bro, he will be so proud of you. I'll tell you.
Oh,
He loves that movie. I'm telling you, he's like one of the biggest fans of the film that I personally know right now. But
has he seen
I was
Videodrome?
no, he hasn't.
Oh,
I try like because on the stream on Tuesday I showed him the criterion that I had for Videodrome, and I told him to get it because of that cover.
that was
But
a good.
but I gotta say though, a couple
I
movies
pre-ordered.
that. Oh, go ahead.
I'm picking up the Nope Steelbook on Black Friday. But I'm so mad that I missed seeing that in theaters. I'm so mad because I heard that's the best way that you could have saw that movie was in theaters.
Oh, I
Oh,
bet
yes.
it
Is it true?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
so
saw that
mad.
in theaters. So
Bullet Train was another great theater experience.
that
for
was
me.
that was an awesome theater experience.
I think I
And
made
guess
the
who missed
mistake.
it? Guess who missed it?
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I should have not took my grandparents to go see that movie with me.
What, Bullet Train?
Yes.
Oh, I bet they were mad.
Yeah, and it's for my 13th birthday. They took me to go see my first rated R movie in theaters.
And it was Bullet Train.
I was
still haven't
originally
seen
gonna
the
go see
R-rated
Black
movie in the
Phone.
theaters.
It was like a couple days, like 2 days after it got released, which I'm so mad that I didn't get to go see Black Phone either.
I wanted to go
cannot-
see Black Phone in the theaters, but I didn't end up doing it.
I did.
Oh, you saw like multiple, like.
I've seen it. I saw it once in theaters, but I watched it so many times at home. I watched it
But so it's like.
I've seen it 5 times.
Did you watch the
Going
kill
on-
count for it? That was a great episode on there.
Oh, the kill count for the Black Phone?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that, but I kind of know the kills in the movie because that is one of those films that is like it's easy for me to remember. Like
It's like one of the most
Yeah.
creative films. I feel like.
it's soup, dude. Like you guys do not know how much of an impact that film left on me.
Just saying though, James didn't give a dull machete to that movie.
James,
Yeah, he didn't give a dull machete.
a dull machete.
So yeah, like the
That means lamest kill.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, but I think the I don't know how to say it without spoilers, but oh yeah, if you guys I think I told Movies and Trains about this YouTuber named Pugapillar.
Yeah, I started watching him. He's good.
So
I watched his
I-
Barbarian episode.
what about the one for the Black Phone?
I didn't watch
Bro,
that one yet.
Dude,
but I
there's
do know one of
there's a
his
one funny moment. I have
episodes.
to tell you this right now. That that one jump scare with Billy, the paperboy.
Is
Right.
it the one where he's like just floating?
No, that's Griffin.
No, I
Talking
don't
about the
remember.
like when he's like, I don't know any Bruce. We don't play baseball. And then it pans over with that boom noise, and guess what happened?
What?
He peed his pants. He's like, I think I just pissed myself. Wait, hold on. Yep, beer back.
But
That's hilarious.
by the way, so did y'all check out the trailer for the new Magic Mike movie? They're making
No.
a third one.
I know they are. I mean, I've seen the first two already.
I don't know if it's needed. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. People make fun of those first movies. I think they're actually good movies.
I think they are too. I'm not ashamed to say that.
They're
to
like,
be
I
honest,
feel
but
like they're great drawn.
the sequel was like what everyone thought the first movie was going to be. But the first one actually has more of a story. It actually has some dramatic stuff. But the sequel is basically
It's called Magic Mike: The Last Dance, which I know you cut back on the trailers.
yeah. I mean, but I'm kind of trying to stay away from
I-
trailers unless I go to the theater.
Really, I know a lot of people that are like that, which I'm never. Okay, if it's like an old movie, I'd say, or
Or if it's one that I've seen before and I love the trailer, I'll go back and watch it.
Which one?
Like if it's a movie that I love or really like and the trailer was really good, then I would go back and watch the trailer like multiple times.
That
Biggest
Logan
example of
do not like comic book movies, but the Logan trailer was.
Yes, that
but
trailer.
biggest example, I'm trying to think of this one. Black Phone is definitely one of them. The Bad Guys is another one. Dominion.
Yeah, didn't like the
Jurassic-
second
Jurassic
trailer
World
for Black
Dominion.
Phone. Didn't like the second trailer for the Black Phone like give away everything.
I love the first trailer though. The first trailer was incredible.
Yeah, the first trailer was great for sure.
But I kind of wish that they left that that yell that Ethan Hawke had in the trailer, like "Hang up the phone now." Like, I wish they left that in the movie though. That would have caused so much intensity. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't know, man. I mean, I love that film nonetheless, though. I mean, you and I do.
Yeah, it's great.
Yep, there we go. I'm trying to put them back in, but I'm also trying. Let's see. Yeah, Jurassic World Dominion was also a great trailer. Like both of them, I thought were both great.
I had to
I don't
leave.
know. They look
I could
decent,
not
but the
hear you.
movie itself was just good. Long.
I mean,
Loaded, I'd say.
some missed opportunities, though. I will say that Jurassic World Dominion had some missed opportunities.
Okay, I have to ask though, which of the two Universal ends, like quote unquote endings to the franchises, do you think was better though? Dominion or Halloween Ends?
Dominion. Like, I think I'm kind of a big. I'm actually kind of a more bigger fan of the Jurassic Park franchise, minus 3 and Fallen Kingdom. But everything else, I'm good with.
Hey, something's happening with my computer. I'm gonna leave and rejoin again. Okay.
All right.
I think as an ending, Halloween Ends probably is better, but for just like
a movie over, like I would
say-
think of a movie overall, but as a ending, yes, Halloween Ends.
I mean, yeah, for like both. I was just about to say, like as an enjoyable movie, I'd say probably Dominion though, because the visuals are just stunning.
And the dinosaur kills are awesome in that movie.
Dude, that's another movie that I'm like kind of mad about because for Black Friday, they didn't have the sales out for Best Buy, and then look at Walmart, and then they have the DVD out or whatever I want to get for $8.
Well, they have the 4K for $12.96 at Walmart, but they have it at Best Buy for $10.
Sweet. I don't know.
I'd say get the 4K. The 4K looks really good.
If I get more money soon, I might get Dominion, and then there was like one
Which
other.
one are we? Wait, what are we?
Jurassic World Dominion, but Movies and Trains. I actually look, man. I know you're not as big on this movie as I am, but it's only $10 at Best Buy right now. I recommend giving another shot where the crawdads sing.
I've
It's on
never.
like 10
Netflix, so I
it's
might
$10,
watch it
bro.
again, but I don't know. It was good. Like I just didn't care to watch it again. I guess that's kind of like with a lot of movies this year. It's kind of just like kind of forgettable movies, but or
I
just
feel like
blockbuster.
Elvis was probably the most overrated movie of this year.
What is it?
Elvis. I
I'm
know
outta
I
here.
wouldn't say overrated.
Bro,
I'm out of here.
I
bro,
thought it was
know.
good, but I didn't
Well,
love it.
so like for one, I thought it was very cheesy, like the directing style. Okay,
Yeah,
Luke,
I mean,
you can agree with me that it was kind of cheesy,
No.
bro. Tom
what
Hanks.
the heck?
Okay, I just feel like they probably should have gone with a more darker approach because his life was not really like that.
Okay, but I mean, if you're going into a movie like that, you gotta know like a lot of that is fictionalized, especially like the hip hop songs just in the middle of the
That's
movie.
one of
The hip
those.
hop songs are definitely fictionalized, but like I felt like when it got to the like some of it I really felt like it was actually Elvis's story because he actually was an actor in movies before.
Well,
And
they're mainly
Yeah.
B movies. Is what
and
I
before he passed away, he like the reason why he passed away was because of drugs.
Yeah.
I thought he died because of constipation.
That's just disgrace, bro. I'm sorry. That was just disgrace.
He was on the
No, he
toilet when he died.
yeah, but it was drugs.
Constipation.
Because he was on the toilet when he died.
Okay, but that could also like he could have been on the toilet, had a heart attack.
That's more
Oh.
like it. There you go.
Yeah, well, I mean, you never know. I mean, you might could have ate Taco Bell, but
I didn't love Elvis either. I mean, I liked it a lot. It was
I'm gonna
good.
be honest with you. I think the new they're making another Elvis movie. It's gonna be about him and his wife's relationship. A24 is making it. I think it's gonna be better than the one that we already have. For one, it's A24, but
I don't know. I'm looking forward to that one. So
not
I
that
know,
many
bro.
people's
I mean,
talking about it.
I randomly just pulled up like Fail Army on my TV, and there's just this clip of huge chunks of hail falling into this guy's pool. They were like
Oh, by the way,
huge.
did y'all hear about Tarantino? He's making a TV series.
yep, I heard about that.
Bro,
What's it called?
I don't know, but I'm hoping that's gonna be a Kill Bill spinoff with Maya Hawke, because it's been rumored that that's what it's gonna be.
I don't
I'm
know.
just waiting until Maya Hawke gets her like big movie role after Stranger
People are
Things.
already
because-
starting to say that Tarantino's gonna use her for her last film.
Huh.
But by the way, so our boy Fritzky returned to YouTube. Did y'all watch the video last night?
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was
great.
good.
Yes, I'm so glad they returned. He had so great movies on his list. I have not. I need to check out Fallen Angels. I don't even know.
That's actually one I'm probably gonna watch. Probably this weekend. Actually,
I might
I'm
watch.
gonna be
that
watching a
this
couple of David Lynch movies after we log off tonight. I'm gonna watch a couple of David Lynch movies.
But I did think that some of the movies on his list were overrated. Which I'm gonna be honest with you. The Big Lebowski. That's a movie that my whole family loves, but I don't feel like it's the best comedy of all time.
Fair enough, but I mean, it's definitely like I cannot stop. Like whenever I think about that movie, I can't stop quoting it. It's like, Smokey, my friend, you're entering a world of pain. Walter, man, you aren't that preeminent. You're entering a world of pain. I'm
I
like
feel like
a
that's
world
just,
of pain.
Your opinion, man.
They call me the Jesus. You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens when you a stranger in the
That's such
Dude,
a.
if Frisky
that
was
has so
here, he
many
would actually tell the story
Yeah.
about what happened at the theater, because he actually did see Big Lebowski in theaters at one point. But listen to not here, I'll tell it. He told me about it actually.
Dude, I wish I
So
could.
basically, a couple theater employees were cosplayed as Walter and the Dude, and they did this little skit at the theater, and they were like, "All right, so our projecting guy is falling asleep, so we need to wake him up with a chant so loud. I need you guys' help that we need to wake him up with a chant so loud that the kids next door watching DC League of Super Pets will go home tonight with a few new words that they ask their parents." So I need everyone to finish the line. This is what happens when you, and the whole theater freaking screams, "Fuck a stranger in the ass." Like, what theater even gets away with that? Like,
Bro, that's what I'm saying. How could they let them do that?
Dude,
I guess it's Fairly Frisky's there in Arizona that can
But
get away
in
with
my
that.
opinion, which people do not count this as a comedy. I personally do. Yes, there's crime elements to this. I count this as a comedy. I think that this is the perfect comedy. For one, it's made by my favorite director of all time. By the way, I'm gonna give you. You probably know who it is by just saying it. It's his birthday today.
Martin Scorsese?
Yes, I feel like
Departed.
I count the
No,
Wolf of
Goodfellas.
Wall Street, the Wolf of Wall Street as a comedy.
It is a comedy.
Yeah, I count it as a comedy. That's my favorite comedy of all time. It's in my top 5 favorite movies. I love it.
Speaking of Wolf of Wall Street, what Frisky was talking about, how he, like, for his birthday just got his friends together and watched that movie. For my 21st birthday, I want to get all my friends together, watch the movie, and just drink the entire time.
Oh man, bro, like when that movie came up, bro, I literally had the quote a moment from Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolf of Wall Street, like, "This is the greatest company in the world."
Bro, what is y'all's favorite, like, all time favorite Wolf of Wall Street quote?
Um,
I already know mine. Right.
Any kind of booze you might want? No, the Bureau forbids us from drinking. Duh.
I wouldn't say there's like a quote that I can think of off the top of my head, but my favorite moment from the movie is Jonah Hill eating the fish.
Oh, here's another
I
good
gotta
one.
take a double shot for that scene.
Okay, I don't.
Freaking Matthew! I love Matthew McConaughey, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I love Matthew McConaughey.
I share my favorite quote in the movie, but the one that I probably laughed at the most. I liked. You know what I call these? I call them fun coupons. Also, like,
why married people can't have friends? We're not gonna be friends.
and then I liked. He said, "Okay, I think it's about the time y'all get, you know what, off my boat." Bye.
You know, this is their gift. You know, they're built to be thrown like a lawn dart. Wait, stop. Safety first. Safety first. Yeah, safety is first. I don't want to get a bad reputation.
Okay, so this is
that movie
probably
is
the one
genuinely hilarious.
to be surprising. Like, this is probably the line that made me laugh the most is when Matthew McConaughey, he was like, "Jordan, how many times would you say that you jerk off a day?" Then I just started laughing. He said, "I don't know, about 2," but I just thought that was hilarious.
We don't work for you, man. You got my money, take your booze. Technically, you do work for me.
But no,
that movie's so quotable, bro. It's so quotable.
Like, it's a great movie to watch with your parents too. I mean, you know, I watched it with my
not mine though.
Man.
My parents will not like that movie.
I'm messing with you. I
What
would
movie? Wolf
never
of Wall
ever
Street?
watch that.
Yeah, my parents will not like that movie. I'm telling you.
I feel like that might be the most rated art, or I don't know.
I was watching it for the first time, and my mom walks into the room right at the beginning of the movie. She's like, "Whoa, hey now."
Was it because of at the beginning? Because there's like, was it
the
like
sucky thing?
When he's driving the Ferrari?
Oh no! That'd be like your mom walking in and you're watching Killer Joe.
The beginning.
Bro, that'd be like your mom walking in and she's and you're watching Killer Joe and Matthew McConaughey, and like because there's literally a scene like where Matthew McConaughey gets a simulated blowjob with a chicken wing.
I watched the when I was helping.
I'm telling you, your mom walked in on you on that, you'd be punished.
Wait, on what?
Killer Joe. that sequence like when Matthew McConaughey is giving a chick like a simulated blowjob with the chicken wing.
Wait, what movie?
Killer Joe.
I haven't even
What
heard of
about
that.
American Psycho?
Like what scene? What scene specifically?
Bro,
all
the
of them.
chainsaw scene. Or
Oh,
when
here's a good
everything-
one. Here's a good one. Like when Patrick Bateman's running around naked with a chainsaw.
That's one of them.
I don't know. I'm just starting to think because everyone is starting to like abuse the film on TikTok. I'm starting to think that's overrated. Like, okay,
What?
it's
American
not-
Psycho?
Yes, because people keep on. Okay, it's a great movie, but it's just like the fan base is terrible. Because if you go on TikTok, if you follow like a lot of movies accounts, all that is American Psycho, American Psycho. I'm like, stop! It's not the best movie of all time. I don't know why y'all think it is. Because I literally saw a video that someone said that Fight Club and American Psycho, the best movies of all time. I'm like, okay, they're not that
I can
good.
agree with Fight Club.
American Psycho. I mean that
It's a
I would
great
take
movie.
that is one of my
It's
favorites,
just-
bro. I love American Psycho.
I'd
It's
take
great.
American Psycho over Fight Club. Fight Club, it just got too intense for me. Like,
Bro, like
it's a good movie. I just thought it was like way too.
I'm not talking about Fight Club because I'm not breaking the rule here.
My jaw
Yeah,
just
I get
dropped.
you.
Yeah, don't talk about Fight Club. I'm gonna fight you, bro. You're breaking the rules.
Yeah, we don't talk. Okay, first rule, we don't talk about Fight Club. 2, we
Second
don't
rule,
talk smack about
we don't-
Fight
we-
Club.
Thank you, Movies and Trains. But I
It's
gotta
not
say though, like
best
one of my favorite moment. I think it's probably everybody's favorite moment in American Psycho when Patrick Bateman literally brutally murders Paul.
Do not spoil it.
That's not even a spoiler,
Have you
dude.
seen
Everybody loves
the
that
Weird Al
moment.
and Huey Lewis version of that?
I didn't finish
I've
it.
seen that.
Have you seen the Weird Al
Actually,
and
my best
Huey
friend
Lewis
actually.
commercial that they made?
Oh yeah, for American Psycho. Yeah, it was on Fun.
My best friend actually showed me that. That was hilarious.
That's been out for
I-
a while.
I know.
That's probably
My best friend showed me that
commercial.
like about a year ago or so, and
It's from Funny or Die.
yeah, I know. But which by the way,
just
Movies and
saying,
Trains.
Roblox
I'm
because-
go on.
So we were talking about Fallen Angels earlier, and you said you're gonna watch it sometime this weekend. Just saying, it's on HBO Max.
I know it is. That's the reason why I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, yeah, I might
'Cause
watch.
I have to
it
catch
soon
up on
as well.
other
I need to-
movies
I need
that
to
I-
watch to see how they run as well.
It is on
I'm
HBO
sure
Max,
it's
so
But I
Yeah.
say,
dude,
Brad
dude,
Pitt's
you're gonna.
coming-
Like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but that movie takes some really good twists and turns. Like you're like some turns that you will not expect coming,
bet.
bro. If you tell me that you predicted that twist, bro, I don't know what's wrong with you. Just saying.
But
Somehow my friend was able to predict the twist in Fight Club.
don't tell me what the twist is because I did not watch it.
What for? See how they run?
Just do not spoil like the anything.
Like who-
Like I did not finish it. Like I quit watching it when that girl and Brad Pitt, you know what I mean. But
I haven't
Yeah,
been
I know.
screwed like that since grade
I was
school.
sick with it. What's so
Bro,
funny?
I was like, I want you to hit me. Just hit me. Mother. Okay. You hit me in the ear.
Went to
Well,
go,
Jesus, I'm sorry.
but that's one of my grandpa's
I
favorite.
love
movies.
it.
I love Fight Club. Wait, bro, I love. Wait, did you get to that scene when with Edward Norton in the
tell you
office?
I'll just tell you when I quit watching it. When Brad Pitt, I always forget. She's in a lot of Tim Burton movies, but do you know?
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yes, where
She's so
Brad
good.
Pitt, they kept on where
Oh my
Edward
God,
Norton's
my
character
TV is not
went to
wanting
go open
connect
up
to
the
Wi-Fi.
toilet and he saw all the condoms. I was like, for one, I was very sick. I was like sick. I had a sore throat when I was watching the movie, so I feel like that was one of the reasons why I didn't like it.
What is
I was
this?
just sick
This
today
is a
and I
chemical
was
burn.
Just enjoying the
It'll hurt more
crap
than
out
even
of
been
stuff.
burned, and it'll more likely leave a scar.
But I mean, they're like coming out with a lot of like third movies recently. They're starting to make so many trilogies. Creed, they're making a Creed 3. I say I'm pretty excited for that. I mean, it's gonna be sad because this is gonna be like, I feel like, no, if it wasn't for Sylvester Stallone, which I do not like. Rocky's probably the only thing that I like. I do not like the Rambo movies. But if it wasn't for like him, I feel like those Rocky movies really could suck.
I think I gotta leave, man. Like, he doesn't like Fight Club. He doesn't like Rambo.
No, stop, bro. Stop.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
I know, but like,
For when I was sick when I watched Fight Club, so I feel like
Okay.
that might have been another reason why I didn't like Licorice Pizza, too, because I was sick when I watched it. Rambo.
For
I'm
me,
just not
I think
a fan
being
of action
sick.
movies. I don't like action
Personally,
movies at all.
I'm gonna be honest. Being sick helps my experience because then I just sit down and focus on the movie. I don't think I
Right.
would have liked Lord of the Rings: Two Towers if I wasn't sick. Like as much because I actually.
I just
paid
find
attention to that
movies
movie
like
and that movie
obnoxious when
kinda
I'm
slow.
sick, or like
Oh.
just watching Fight Club. Like was too depressing when I watched when I was sick. I just thought
Dang.
I was sore all over, and then I was like, ugh.
I watched Hustle when I was sick, actually, and I love that movie. I loved it when I first
What
watched
movie?
it. Hustle with Adam Sandler.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Dude, I
What
liked
is
it a lot.
that?
I liked it a lot when I first watched it because I was sick, and it actually was like kind of a feel good movie for me.
Adam Sandler, he's been starting to get better with his performances. I don't think he's not a good comedy actor.
He used to be back in the 90s, but
I mean, those weren't really that good of movies if you just look at them. Big Daddy and Happy Gilmore, they were kind of.
but you can't deny that they're funny.
I would take Jim Carrey over Adam Sandler any
They're
day.
my two
But
favorites.
I love Happy Gilmore. Just that sequence in the golf course, like when he's playing teaming with Bob Barker.
I like that.
Jackass!
I like Big Daddy more. I say, bro, that's a
like moving the trains. You can't forget that moment, bro. Jackass.
Bro, like Big Daddy. Y'all like Big Daddy? Y'all like that? That's a goated title too.
Yeah, I love Big Daddy, but I don't.
Kids call me that name
so
at school.
creeped out by the title of it when I first heard about it, and I was like, "What is this movie?" And I just like passed on it immediately.
Bro,
And
that's
then
what
watched it a couple of years later,
that's
and I
what
loved
kids
it.
call me at school. That's what kids call me at school. So I don't know why you're getting creeped out.
Oh wow.
It just sounded
What?
sexual to me because I was like 10 when I first heard about it, and I was like, "What in the world?"
Really?
That's what people call me at school. So
Yeah. That's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, man. That's hilarious.
what is?
I'm calling you Big Daddy though. Just thinking about that. That's honestly pretty funny.
I say, what's good, my guy? But
And then they'd be like, "What's good, Big Daddy?"
yeah, but would y'all say like when it comes to like dramatic, well, comedians turning actors, like Jim Carrey's dramatic roles or Adam Sandler's dramatic roles?
Jim Carrey.
I feel like
I'd probably say Jim Carrey.
his
I
dramatic
haven't seen
roles.
Eternal Sunshine yet,
No,
but
he tried to be
Truman
like
Show
he tried to be
just
like
did that.
Tom Hanks, where he tried to turn into like he did comedy movies at first. I can really think of only one good like movie that he did that was dark, and that's Eternal Sunshine. The number
Well,
23. The number 23.
Let's see, Eternal Sunshine.
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show. I love the Truman Show.
That was kind of like a dramedy.
Well, it's more like a drama than it is a comedy. I mean, honestly,
Kind of a sci-fi movie as well, though, because it's
yeah,
like
there you
this
go.
huge
See,
concept of, like the dome that you can see from outer space. It's like one of the two landscapes that you can see from outer space.
Yep,
Yeah,
for sure. And the Majestic also like the Majestic. Dude,
I haven't picked that.
the Majestic was directed by Frank Darabont.
The
Yeah,
Majestic?
I love Frank Darabont.
Yeah, dude,
Ace
where has
Ventura
Frank
was
Darabont been, dude? Where has he been?
He hasn't done any movies since the Fog, right? Or not the fuck, The Mist.
The Mist.
Another good one. Ace Ventura was another good dramatic role from his. Let's
That's a
see.
comedy, dude.
No, that's a drama. I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh?
I'm messing with you.
Point the door. Point to the door.
But really, most of his like besides Eternal Sunshine and Truman
Do
Show.
not go in there.
Oh, woo! Man on the Moon.
I can do that.
That's my favorite.
Do
performance
not
from him.
go in there.
Woo! No,
I-
my favorite role
here
of
we go.
his. My favorite role of his was Man on the Moon, and that's a dramatic role.
That's a good one.
Really, just
Oh,
like
it's like that? Okay. We're not friends.
That's a great movie. Did y'all watch Jim and Andy?
No, I haven't. But Movies
haven't
and Trains,
heard of that one.
I think you know the moment I just quoted right there. Okay. We're not friends.
But
I don't remember it.
But Jim Carrey has really only been in like 3 great like dramatic roles. Adam Sandler, Reign Over Me is one of the most underrated movies, I feel. I mean, yes, Adam Sandler's performance was goofy in that.
All right, hold on.
Bro,
Jim
Punch
Carrey,
Drunk
so-
Love. Punch Drunk Love. I don't care what y'all say. I feel like Uncut Gems, or I don't know. It's a close tie between that and Hereditary, are my favorite A24 films.
It's very
I don't
good.
know,
What were we saying, Movies and Trains?
For Jim Carrey, dramatic performances: The Majestic, Truman Show, Eternal Sunshine. What else? Number 23, but that's not, from what I hear, a great movie. So yeah, I guess maybe there's like 3 or 4 that he's done, but I think just from The Truman Show and Eternal Sunshine, I think he like takes over Adam Sandler for me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But
But I mean,
but I was gonna
Uncut
tell you that the
Gems,
quote that I did from Jim Carrey.
The
It's
Hustle.
actually from Sonic 2.
I
I love that. It was,
I
just
hate how his
Cap-
last film was a video game movie.
I mean,
It
he
was
doesn't really
still a
like
great
doing
performance,
sequels,
though.
but because he had so much fun playing as Dr. Robotnik in the first one, that's the reason why he came back for the sequel. And I
I
was
wish that one of his last roles could have been like maybe to like The Mask, like a legacy sequel, like what they did with Top Gun, or they not like Son of the Mask, but they could have just made like a sequel to The Mask. Maybe like I would not have mind if they did another Ace Ventura.
I don't know.
Or Dumb and
I
Dumber.
don't. They already did a Dumb and Dumber sequel.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if
done
they would have ended it off
a
with a
prequel and a
trilogy.
sequel.
We do not talk about When Harry Met Lloyd. I have no idea what that movie is.
I know we don't talk about that, but
Bro, I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't know what type of what is that? Like, I'm gonna look that up because I don't even know what that is.
It's just garbage. I don't know. Like one of my
Yeah.
friends said
Bro,
that
we don't
they
talk about it.
preferred it to the first one for some reason, just because they thought it was funnier, and I had no idea why.
I should probably say at the chat. I've been annoying the chat for like over 30 minutes. See, Kal-El Daly's in here. What is up? Is that funny? Elvis. Yeah,
What?
looking at you, go Pizza Brain.
What? You don't
Saying
like
you don't like Fight Club?
No. I just thought it was too depressing.
About to fight. Broke the rule again.
Don't do it.
And what's up, Alex Lopez? If you're still here, man, what's up? But
Yep.
later, haters.
What is
I'm
that from? I can't remember what it is.
That's from Sonic 2.
Oh my god! Why can't I remember?
What was the first time he said that he had it plural, like later, haters.
But
And then at the very end when he was like, "Oh, it's like that? Okay, we're not friends."
have y'all been starting to watch Christmas movies?
Not yet. But
I have.
The only one that I'm the first one I'm gonna watch is the new Christmas Story movie, because I actually heard it was pretty good.
same here, actually. I think I'm probably gonna watch that tomorrow. If I'm
Have you
thinking about
watched
it.
the Christmas Story? I used to love it, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of going through that age where you really try to like, you don't really have the best taste in film, kind of. That makes sense. I love like Goodfellas and.
I watch
Alright,
Christmas
it's my
Story
turn
like
to throw in-
three times a year.
Hold on.
I think it's
In
my
regards
turn
to
to throw in
Christmas.
some hot takes because Gold Pizza Brain's just been spitting straight fire for like the past 30 minutes.
I know you don't like A Christmas Story.
So-
Don't even tell me again.
Yeah. Don't like Christmas Story that much. And then one that's gonna make Gold Pizza Brain mad. I'm not a big fan of Punch Drunk Love.
I know you're not. You didn't have to tell me that either.
Well, what I started off, I always watch some of my favorite TV shows like Christmas specials. One show that I'd recommend for both of y'all has the sequel is a disappointment.
Yeah, he's talking about Christmas Story Christmas.
Oh,
I didn't watch any of the trailers because I thought it would just look pointless because I was just like, why? Like we don't.
This is
We didn't
another
even need
movie
one of
that we
these.
another movie we don't talk about. So there was actually like two Christmas Story sequels before this, which
Yeah.
the first one, My Summer Story, that one was not half that bad. I liked it.
That's not a bad movie. Like
It's not
because when I was on,
great.
I gotta tell you, here's a little story for y'all. So when I went to Ohio for summer vacation at one point, a few years ago, I went to the Christmas Story house destination for a tour.
Oh, that
And
movie
so we
was
got-
filmed in Ohio.
Wasn't filmed in Ohio. They have like a little tourist destination with the Christmas Story house. So I went there with my parents, obviously, because I went with my parents. And the tourist asked, what's the sequel to A Christmas Story? I was like, Christmas Story 2. And he was like, no, it's My Summer Story. And when I was like, oh, that's right. I forgot A Christmas Story 2 even exists.
Christmas
Because
Story
it doesn't
2,
in my
I have
mind.
no idea what that movie is. We don't talk about that one. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. I mean, My Summer Story we can talk about because that one's not bad. But Christmas Story 2, that is...
The
No,
one
I
mo-
don't
the
know
one
what Christmas Story 2 is, so I don't even know. Like, where
Well,
the one
exactly, there
movie
you go.
series that has like so many timelines and like you wouldn't expect it. A Christmas Story. There's 3 timelines.
Yep, there you go.
One movie, speaking of Jim Carrey and Christmas movies, one movie that I don't really wonder why people like all like. I do not like it that much. I used to love it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the live action Grinch is pretty overrated.
I watched it as just a bad movie, honestly, because
Kid-
it's
I feel
so
like you
funny.
guys agree
It's
with
bad.
me.
1 second.
I've always loved the Grinch as a kid. That was my stuff growing up.
One of my biggest guilty pleasures, which I would probably take this over the Grinch. I'm sorry, but I might like. You're gonna judge me so much. I don't even know if I should say this.
Just spout it out. I don't care, honestly, now.
Huh?
Just spout it out. I don't care.
Okay, which I feel like I watched this one more growing up. But my whole family hates this movie except for maybe my siblings. It's a guilty pleasure. I watch it just because how bad it is. The Cat in the Hat, I feel like.
That one's definitely a guilty pleasure right there. That one definitely is. The Cupcakeinator.
It's been so long since I watched it, but I really did not. I'd probably
That's
take
just how
it
fun
over
you
the
are.
Grinch,
You're a control freak and you're a rule breaker.
which I might like Mike Myers over Jim Carrey. I don't know.
Nah, bro, I'm Jim Carrey all the way, bro. I mean,
Or actually,
with that Grinch, bro, I love the Grinch. Like, bro, like, I can quote Jim Carrey's Grinch
I
like
don't really get
pretty much all the
this.
time.
Mike Myers makes one bad movie, The Glove Guru. Adam Sandler makes bad movies all the time, and he never gets, canceled for them.
I don't know, man.
Agree with me?
I don't know. It kind of depends on. I must stop this Christmas from coming. This Christmas music is joyful and triumphant.
Mom,
Yes.
fetch me my cloak.
This could change my entire look
underrated-
of life. Really? No. This is nuts.
Bro, this is probably my personal favorite Christmas movie. This is probably one of the movies that kind of shaped my personality. People do not talk about this movie that much, and I personally love it. I feel like it's a movie that shaped my personality. The Night Before with Seth Rogen is definitely I love that movie. It's a personal
Say
favorite.
Home Alone to me. I love that movie. Freaking Anthony Mackie just say Home Alone to me.
Bro, I don't really that when it comes to quotable movies, that is not definitely pops in my head.
That is so. I don't know why, but I had another Grinch impression.
Bro, Mr. Green, bro.
Oh, somebody's fabulous. Love the Grinch. It's movies and trade zones. What's up, bro? That's I love the Grinch.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Mr. Green solos the Grinch.
Oh boy.
What?
Nothing.
Well,
But
I
what
think
would I
it's
wear?
confirmed my office chair is haunted. Watch this.
What?
Watch this. Watch this.
All right.
I'm pretty
Bring it
sure
on.
my office chair is haunted. Watch. It's just gonna move by itself.
I can see it moving. Oh no.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh brother. Let's see.
I just get up and it
Oh,
starts
thanks,
moving.
Jared. Thanks, Jared. Says Luke does it better with the Grinch voice. Thanks, brother. Oh! Action! Brilliant!
Brilliant!
Oh, I got it. Brilliant!
Airbag's a little slow.
I'm going to throw up, and then I'm gonna die. I love
Max,
that.
grab
Just
another
like black.
bag. We're gonna come back for the rest. By we, I mean you.
By we, I mean you.
Bro, I feel like would y'all count The Godfather as a Christmas movie?
No.
No.
Actually, I got a better way of saying it. No. I had to do it in my Grinch voice. I don't know what you're saying.
Enough with the Grinch.
I'm shush.
I'm sorry.
I'm messing, but no, Mr. Green solos the Grinch, though. I think we can agree.
I guess.
But no, I feel like The Godfather is a Christmas movie. I'd say. Bro, if it wasn't for
Okay,
Christmas,
if The Godfather's a Christmas movie, then Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Like,
I'm done. No. Die
Dude,
Hard is
Die
not a
Hard
Christmas
is
movie.
Christmas movie. It
okay,
wouldn't
then
be
what would you say is more of a
John
Christmas
McClane.
movie?
If
then?
it wasn't
The
for if
Godfather
he
or
didn't
Die
get on
Hard?
the airplane, if he didn't get on
Neither.
the airplane, it like Christmas was the reason why I got onto the airplane. Christmas was the reason why I was leaving. It is a Christmas movie.
Okay, here's something I need to clarify. Just because it takes place on Christmas does not always mean it's a Christmas movie.
Okay,
Christmas
well,
trees. It takes and it
if it
takes place on
wasn't for
Christmas Eve.
Christmas, John McClane would not have left. If it wasn't for Christmas.
I'll say this. The Rep with Dennis Leary, that seems more like a Christmas movie to me.
I mean, I haven't seen it, but I'm probably gonna watch it this year because
I'm not even joking. Like
it's got someone that we don't talk about anymore on.
Bro, if y'all count,
I know
if
that,
you-
but dude, Dennis Leary, bro, he's freaking hysterical in that movie. It was Christmas Eve in Connecticut. That's minding my own business. Breaking business, rich guy's house.
Do you count Gremlins as a Christmas movie? You'd say.
Yeah.
I'll count Gremlins as a Christmas movie at least.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie if you count Gremlins as a Christmas movie.
Gizmo was
No.
a Christmas gift. I think
Oh.
Gremlins, I guess, is a little bit more. But I don't know.
I feel like
Gremlins actually feels like a Christmas movie to me.
no.
Oh, Luke, you're welcome. I'm rewatching Maverick right now.
I still need to rewatch that. I have not watched that since theaters.
L movie. I'm messing with you. Bro, Luke's face actually did just.
Rewatch is making this my favorite movie of the year. Close
What?
second, The Batman. Close third, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Oh, and a little bit further down from there, I wouldn't say super close, but The Black Phone.
Top Gun Maverick, I liked it than most of the movies. Now, personal enjoyment, I like The Bullet Train more. But Top Gun Maverick is a better movie.
Like,
What about The Batman?
Personal enjoyment, bro, it's like Luke with the Godfather and Pulp Fiction. Like, Godfather is a better movie, but, like, Pulp Fiction is just his opinion.
well, Pulp Fiction,
which
I think,
which one
is a
is-
better movie than The Godfather, I would say, to be honest.
Yeah,
I would not
Uh,
say that at all. I just the only
I would.
With The
The
Batman.
Because I feel
runtime.
like Pulp Fiction's more entertaining.
I mean,
Like-
yeah, it goes by more. That's just your personal enjoyment. The Godfather is probably better, I'd say.
But
If it wasn't
See.
4, I feel like if it wasn't 4,
see, Steven's in here. What is up, brother? Thank you so much for
I have
stopping
no
by.
idea who that is.
One of my good friends over here. But movies and trains. Like you said, you just put on Maverick.
Yeah, I had it saved on like 50 minutes in on Vudu, so I just pulled it up.
I got this beauty.
Yes, sir. I just got the normal Blu-ray.
This
was-
steelbook.
It's
It was the
definitely
only
not
option
the.
at Best Buy,
They
too,
they
though.
could have.
So.
I feel like they could have gone better with the steelbook.
I disagree. I think this is a great design for the steelbook.
Well, I really
Yeah, it
like it
looks
when
great.
steelbooks like they should be like. I feel like they should have like art style on them instead of like, you know, just real. Because most of the time when it has like their act like the real humans like face on it, on the steelbooks, it just looks terrible in my opinion.
Well, I just got to say, not all of them need to have like an artsy style to them. Sometimes they can actually look good with
Okay,
with
look,
an actual
I will
poster like
say-
this.
The new Pulp Fiction steelbook, it actually does not look that good. It does not look great. Does not look terrible. I think it's just mediocre.
If it
looks
had like a nice like glossy finish, and then have
it looks like a cheap like Blu-ray steelbook. It looks like the Leon and the Professional steelbook.
which one?
What do you mean?
He's
with
talking
that?
about the Blu-ray steelbook, I think.
Yeah. They haven't even released Leon and the Professional out on 4K.
Yeah, they have.
They have?
Yeah, they released a 4K steelbook for it. I know that.
That's one of my favorite movies. I'm gonna have to get that.
Because I think Cody Lee showed it in his Blu-ray collection. I think he has the 4K steelbook for Leon the Professional.
I really want them like that new Reservoir. So there's 2 Reservoir Dogs 4K steelbooks.
I need to get Leon on physical.
I need to get Reservoir Dogs. But I'm gonna be honest. I've just been on a TV show hit lately. I've just been nothing but watching, mainly anything on Comedy Central, Adult Swim, and FX is what I've just been watching.
South Park. Yes.
I like Comedy Central because for Workaholics.
I've never seen that.
Have you even heard
Let's
of
see.
it?
Nope.
I recommend it. Have y'all ever seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
One of my buddies recommended me that show. I still haven't seen it.
That was
I own
me.
like 3
That was
seasons of it on DVD.
He recommended it to you.
But I think it was Tyler, Mind of a Nerd. He recommended it
You
to me.
need to watch it. It's one of the best comedy shows. Do y'all like anything on like Adult Swim?
The only one that can really come to mind for me is King of the Hill.
That aired on Fox.
That was on Adult Swim at times, actually.
It was.
Yeah, it was actually. I remember
I like
that much at
Adult
least.
Swims more because of their like live action stuff.
I think Robot Chicken was on Adult Swim.
It is. Rick and Morty. I'm gonna be honest. I think that show is kind of overrated. Ooh, he left.
Oh, maybe some trains left. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Beavis.
Oh, yeah.
You still watching Beavis and Butthead?
Not that much. I have other shows that I'm kind of in the middle of, actually.
I feel like Bob's Burgers is your favorite adult cartoon now.
No, it's still South Park.
Oh, yeah. I don't like Bob's Burgers. I admit, all the random times, almost every single live stream, we always end up talking about Family Guy. And I'm not, I do not like that show.
I don't know, but that's not. But again, I'm just not like I don't know how to explain it, but by the way, guys, if we're still going live, if you guys still want to join, hit the link I left in the chat. I did pin it, so love to have more of a conversation in here.
Yes.
Um,
But
see. Hold on. Looking
Have
at
you
this
seen
because oh, go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Have you seen the new Dahmer series like on Netflix?
I've been hearing a lot about it. I just never really.
Okay, in my opinion, cringy, like I said, with most of the Netflix shows. Cringy fan base, I don't know why they're calling Jeffrey Dahmer hot and dressing up as him for Halloween. But
That just sounds weird.
I really hope it like wins an Emmy.
Yeah, we'll see. But I was gonna say I actually did pick this up yesterday. Picked up Pearl.
Oh, is that it's the like spin-off to X?
This is actually the prequel to X.
Yeah, the spin-off, but it's kind of the same thing.
But let's see, we got someone else in here. Steven,
Hey,
what's up, man?
what's up, man? How you doing?
Long time no see.
Long time no see. Hey, man, sorry about Sonic 2. I've just been struggling with this recent class semester, but pretty soon I'll be free for a watch along, maybe in the upcoming month.
We're doing Hereditary next Friday if you actually want to do that one.
I'm gonna let you know about that. I should be free for that, and I do enjoy Hereditary quite well. Enjoy. I mean, it's a very dark movie. I like it a lot. Let me put it that way.
It's my second favorite A24 film.
There you go.
I put it up there. A24 is very like back and forth for me. I like a lot of their movies, and I don't like a lot of their movies. Hereditary.
I feel like some of their movies are kind of just a little
uncut
overrated
Gems,
in my opinion.
I do too.
Like, I think because some people have hyped up Bodies quite a bit for me.
Yeah.
Like saying like, oh my god, it's the best horror film of the year, and I watched it and I was like, it's good, but I don't understand it saying best horror film of the year.
I don't know.
I didn't
just
get that.
From the trailer and just by the way it looks, I don't know if Bodies
but
is gonna be something for me. But I have heard interesting things about it. I will say. You did show it an update. Oh, what?
Oh, sorry, someone just left for a second, but I did. But I liked it enough, but I just didn't think it was nearly as good as some people have said it was. I'd rather like something like The Black Phone or Smile. I would rewatch a lot more than Bodies, in my personal opinion.
I don't know if I told you, but I do really enjoy The Black Phone. That's a good one.
I know you do. You gave it a 3.5, I think.
Oh yeah, you do follow me on Letterboxd, my boy.
Of course I do, man. Why would I not?
No, I know you do. I just didn't know if you saw the rating for it. Thank you.
Oh no, I did actually.
But it's not that. No, and don't get me wrong with the 3.5. Like I really do enjoy the film. That's like a high 7 going on an 8 right there. It's just for me. And then Luke, man, don't kill me, man.
I'm not going to. That's because it's totally fine. It's okay, but it's just
But Scott Derrickson is not my favorite director.
I know that. I wasn't expecting him to be your favorite director. That's totally fine.
Because I just find with some of his films that with Sinister, I really appreciate the creep factor of it. I really appreciated the house lore and how the spirit can move back and forth. I like how him and Ethan Hawke clearly have a good relationship, and Ethan Hawke clearly seems to enjoy himself working with Derrickson. But I don't know, that movie I couldn't get into. Doctor Strange, I way prefer the sequel. I think the sequel's far superior. but Black Phone, I think, is a step in the right direction. There's a lot of things I enjoy about Black Phone. I like the 70s atmosphere. I like the grabber character and how you don't know too much about him, but you know enough to know that he's kind of almost a real, well, he could be any. I mean, obviously there's been child grabbers a ton of times, but I like the various masks. And I like how there's even not even a hint, like a strong supernatural sense, but they didn't go as far as to explain it. Very nice. I liked that. So there's an interesting enclosed world to the Black Phone that I do like.
But I have to also say, like, I don't think enough people are like giving it credit for this, that the 70s were not depicted with rose-colored glasses. Like, and that's something I loved about it.
The 70s was probably like one of the grimiest times for any country. I mean, you know.
Exactly, like, because there's like kids are just pummeling each other like brutally. Like, there's fights constantly, like back and forth. And there's abusive parents.
You know, people come
exactly
home
like
you know, every movie. I mean, you know, this is early 70s. Every movie before Star Wars was very like gritty, and you know, it just was not a good time back then. You know,
exactly, and plus, like, that's the reason why I love, like, that's the reason why I love the depiction they chose for the Black Phone in regards to the 70s time period, because it actually was a gritty time. Like, it wasn't so rose-colored glasses like they depicted with freaking like Dazed and Confused.
No, yeah, I mean, I'm sure there were some, you know, pot smoking kids like in Dazed and Confused, but there was a lot of shit going on, and I'm sure, you know,
like a lot of kids are going through a lot in the we're going through a lot in the 70s. I mean, you especially remember that that sequence with Vance in the convenience store.
Yeah,
like that's I don't know why, but I felt like that was kind of, that tells you why like the 70s were kind of like this grim time, like, and especially like with
drugs and everything like that, even though it wasn't really an emphasis in the Black Phone, obviously.
I know that.
Just made, like, I'm just mentioning that on the side note, you know, there was a lot of shit going on, and you know, the neighborhoods, anywhere you live, and even though what I said obviously doesn't relate to Black Phone, it just, I figured it'd be interesting to mention. So it's like you said, yeah, like that, and even then, what I also liked is how, you know, the bullying was handled, because they kind of showed it in a way where, you know, kids really had a hard time getting along, yet they still did you know, it was almost like a fight for survival in a way, being in that kind of school and just walking in the streets by yourself, because you have to remember, you know, a lot of kids, you know, back then, and even today still, they can get grabbed a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
so
like,
I really appreciated the world that the Black Phone,
like, especially
in the 70s.
Yeah, and those fight scenes between a lot of those kids, I mean, that kind of does, like, I feel like it's more depicted in a very realistic way. Like, it's kind of scary how realistic that movie feels.
Yeah, and I even like how they painted the father, because he's kind of a piece of shit in the beginning, but and don't get me wrong, you know, obviously hitting kids fucked up, you know, obviously, but
yeah, and like the way he says to Gwen after she drops the bottle of vodka, he's like, "That was an $8 bottle of goddamn vodka," and I was like, "That's cheap enough, dude. Like, it's not been that bad, so you don't need to abuse your daughter
for vodka." I mean, come on, dude. Like, especially back then, you could have found that on the street for nothing.
Yes, so there was no reason to really abuse your daughter just because she broke your bottle of vodka.
And you know, he is technically not a good person in that sense, because, you know, obviously people who beat their kids are bad in that sense, but he also has a good sense of understanding where he doesn't know how to be a parent, but he really cares for his kids, because he says after that, like, and after the brother gets kidnapped, you know, honey, remember what happened to your mother, and then she had these dreams. So there's a good sense of understanding with him that I really like. So I appreciate it a lot about the Black Phone, but my only gripe is because I don't know if I don't know if Universal's going to fuck me over and release a 4K later on. I have a feeling that may happen. I know that sounds weird.
That's probably going to be Scream Factory that might do that,
because Scream Factory's been doing that with Freaky, Happy Death Day, with a lot of Universal titles. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate upgrades and stuff, but it's like, mean, this couldn't have happened sooner. Like,
Why couldn't because I remember on Instagram that it was originally announced for 4K, but then they just dropped that idea, and I was like, you screwballs.
yeah, like I just don't understand. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of gray in the black phone. It's definitely but it's still a good looking film, and it still should be on.
And there's so
4K.
many like dark sequences, and not like tone wise, but with lights is what I mean with dark.
Exactly, and even for the supernatural sequence towards some of the end, and I'm not going into spoiler territory, so I'm just going to stop it right there. But even then, that could look great on 4K. So
I agree.
I don't know if they're going to release it later on, and then I'd be pissed. It'd be like, oh, you fucked me. Now I gotta. But you know what? I think I have a good feeling that I think they were just Scream Factory's kind of going for like a little bit of a slasher thing right there, and the Black Phone's not really a slasher. So,
well, I mean,
I
it has a slasher element like towards the end of the film.
With the masks and everything, it has the element, but I think I'd be okay buying it on Blu-ray. I don't think they'll re-release it. No,
I already have it, so
I know. And
it's actually going for cheap on Black Friday. Actually, it's only going for like $10.
Actually, Black Friday's got a lot of good deals. And oh wait, Jared Runner's here. How you doing, man?
What's up, Jared?
Now you just know it's me.
So I noticed you came in, but it's just we forgot because we were rambling on for a minute.
Yeah, I was going on for a fat minute. Sorry about that, man. I get very excited talking about movies and Blu-rays.
We all do, don't we?
Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of good deals going on.
Like the ones that I'm actually planning on getting are The Lost Boys and Poltergeist on 4K because they're only like $10.
I do want to get those. Like those have been on my radar, but part of me kind of is a little bit bitter that I missed out on the steelbooks. But at the same time, I'm telling myself, how good were those steelbook designs? So
I like the one for Poltergeist though, but I don't know if I really like the one for The Lost Boys.
The one for the one for the Lost Boys isn't that good, but part of me, my OCD says, and I probably should not listen to it, is that if it's on steelbook, I mean, it looks nicer in person because sometimes there's steelbooks that I bought where I'm like, the online image isn't so good, and then I own it in person. I'm like, oh, this actually looks a lot better than I thought.
Like for me, that's the kind of the way I saw it. Like when I went to Walmart, because at one point I was going to get Jurassic World Dominion on 4K. I ended up buying the steelbook because at Walmart that's the only thing they had for singular releases was besides the DVD, which I would have not gotten, of course.
Yeah, Walmart has like a weird hard-on for DVDs. It's so weird.
Yeah, so when I found the steelbook there, I was like, huh. So I grabbed it, and it looked a lot better in person. And the thing that I like about it is that it's not a matte finish. It's actually more of a glossy finish.
Oh, yeah?
I like that it's more of a glossy finish. Here, let me go grab it.
You prefer glossy over mattes, I think? I don't know. I mean, I think that with certain steelbooks,
honestly, it kind of depends on what the design is, to be honest.
It really does.
But here it is for.
It's simplistic, but I like it. I like the velocity.
But I don't like. I hate the back to this though. I hate the back.
Well, wait. Is it like a full picture when you open it up?
It is a full image, actually. Believe it or not, it is a full image.
Okay, like that, it's not too bad. So I can kind of forgive the back in that sense. But I see what you're saying.
And also, I love the inside also with the opening scene of the film. Here.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Wait. Oh yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, it was the openings. It was during that scene, like when Owen and his guys are catching a couple dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen Dominion. That's the only one I haven't seen.
I think we should do all the watch along for all the Jurassic
I'm
Park
sorry?
in the world.
He wants to do a watch. I'm thinking he's saying I think we should do a watch along for some of the Jurassic Park movies. Sure, I mean, but just be prepared for me to roast 3 and Fallen Kingdom. That's for sure.
You know what? I mean, I haven't had the chance to revisit the sequel, so that would be convenient. When I'm done with the semester, which is pretty soon, I could probably hit you guys up on that. It's just that
all right.
math and shit is killing me. You know what I'm trying to say, man?
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
Zach, what's up, man? Thank you so much for stopping
The
by.
last time I watched Lost World was back in VHS.
You know, watch it on VHS.
What the? Oh, the Lost World. I thought you meant
The
Jurassic
Lost
World.
World.
I was like, wait a minute, Jurassic World, and then he said the Lost World. That made sense.
Yeah, so like, but the last time I watched The Lost World was actually to prepare for Dominion, which
Mhm.
the ones I watched were the good ones in my opinion, which are 1, 2, and Jurassic World. Those are the only ones and Dominion I also like. I mean, those are the only ones I like out of the franchise.
I just can't stand
I
Fallen
hate
Kingdom.
Jurassic Park 3 and Fallen Kingdom is not good either. But I'm being honest, I'd rather watch that over 3. I think 3 is god awful.
Really?
Dude, it's an hour and a half of just complete nonsense.
Okay, okay, that's actually fair. But I don't know. I kind of have a little bit of nostalgia for 3 because I did watch the sequels quite a bit as a kid as well.
But the reason why I think 3 is the worst is because it's way too short. I really think they should have added at least some more time to actually give us a story. I felt like they just cut
It was a
half
very
an hour
basic
off,
story,
like
at
for
most.
like
Yeah.
just so that way, just we could have dinosaur nonsense. And I'm just like, no, I'm done.
Right.
That's the reason why I love the first 2, because they at least were telling a story. They weren't just so heavy-handed with dinosaur
And
sequences.
if you really think about it, Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World really is, if you ignore everything else after The Lost World, it kind of wraps things up pretty well. If you think
yeah, and like, I'm going to be honest, like, sometimes the logic in The Lost World may not make sense, but I have fun
the
with
logic
it.
of the idea of the first one doesn't make sense either.
In
terms of the
not a
science.
whole lot of logic in that really make like it's mostly The Lost World, but Jurassic Park it's fine, but like with The Lost
Oh, we're
World, some
talking
of the
story structurally, right.
like especially like when the young girl who's like a gymnastics person kicks the dinosaur who that probably weighs like 750
makes
pounds.
no sense whatsoever,
Very
but
cowardly.
fuck, it's hilarious to watch.
But it's still, I mean, it's still funny though. That's the reason why it makes it so good, because it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I don't think The Lost World's nearly as bad as some people make it out to be. I don't know why Steven Spielberg hates it so much. I mean, I don't think he hates it, but he definitely doesn't like it. Because I heard the only reason they made... Someone actually told me this on someone else's channel. They said the only reason they made a sequel book to Jurassic Park was so that they could have something to adapt for a second movie. Which I find crazy. But...
See, Zach says to count him in. Absolutely. We will count you in
hello,
for that.
Zach, whoever you are. You seem cool. Same thing to you, Charles.
Go check out Zach Millen's channel. He's a great guy. Also does a weekly show. Zach Millen Talks Live. Well, so not always weekly, but but you get the point.
Yeah.
But also pumps out great reviews. I have collabed with him before, so great dude. Says 3 is fun. I disagree. I think that movie sucks.
I don't think 3 sucks, honestly, but I see where you're coming from.
I can't stand that movie, especially like with the parents, William H. Macy and Tia Leone. They are some of the dumbest characters and dumbest parents in film that I've ever seen.
They actually kind of are.
And the kid, like, that goes somehow missing, I'm like, and then we find out he doesn't really need any help after that. I was like, what was the point? There was no reason for Alan to even go back to that island. There was no logical reason. You want to know, but if there was a logical reason, I can give you one answer.
What? Money. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Money.
I really don't even feel like Jurassic Park 3 really even needed to exist, in my opinion. I thought that film was terrible.
It's crazy to think that the guy who directed the first Adventure made that movie.
But also, he directed Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yep.
And The Page Master, to think about. Like, that dude shaped my childhood, man. Like, films like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and The Page Master, Captain America, The First Avenger. What was this?
Well,
I'm sorry for my hate for Jurassic Park 3. I think that movie is terrible.
It's your opinion, and you make a lot of good points for it.
But
honestly, one thing we could agree on is it's definitely one of his weaker films. The money was also going to fund his research.
He is right, actually, but I really don't think they really needed him. Like, if they just stopped there and they just went on to make Jurassic World, I would have been fine with that, actually.
Yeah, because I mean, if you really think about it,
Because
could
I really
just,
don't
like,
even
make
feel
it-
like Jurassic Park 3 doesn't even count in the timeline. Like,
it
in my
doesn't ever
opinion.
get referenced at all. Then
Exactly,
again,
especially
the
when we
Lost
get to Dominion. Especially when we get to Dominion. I'm
and
telling you.
Dominion, there's like literally no references to 3.
No, there's not.
Wow.
I mean,
That's
Alan Grant was
crazy.
the only one that was in 3 as a main character.
Yeah, but I'm sure they weren't referencing him in 3. I'm sure they were referencing him in 1 more so, like a storyline there.
I have no idea, to be honest with you, but you
But
like you want to know what's a third film that I would rather rewatch over Jurassic Park 3?
what?
Men in Black 3.
I saw that movie in theaters, believe it or not.
I
When I was
didn't
a-
actually. I didn't get to see this in theaters.
I was like 13 at the time, I want to say.
God, now you're making me feel old, dude. I was only 9.
Oh my god, man. So I am an old man. Jesus fuck.
But yeah, I was gonna show. But this is the 3D Blu-ray that I got from
I
Men in Black
actually
3.
like. Oh, that's a nice lenticular, but there's not much
I
of an
have
effect.
the second one on
I know there's not much of
VHS.
an effect though, but I mean, it's still a nice slipcover. I like the image.
You saw the second one on VHS, Jared?
Yep.
Do you still have
I-
VHSs?
Yep. It's in boxes in basement.
I have
Nice.
VHS. I do have quite a bit of VHSs, but they're actually outside of my room.
Mm.
I keep them out on a separate shelf.
You know what's crazy that there's still there's still a bunch of movies that are stuck on VHS.
I don't even know some. I think I'm trying to think of some movies that are stuck on VHS.
City of
I don't even.
God is a really good movie I saw on Prime. There's it's weird. There's an HD, like I guess it wasn't HD, but it looked definitely at least standard def. There was a print of City of God on Amazon Prime, and that movie's only on VHS. So I don't know how the hell
Wait,
you
City
know,
of God?
not City of God, it's City of Hope. City of God,
Oh,
not the Brazilian
oh,
movie.
my
Why
bad.
did I say that?
You're talking
Why
about
did I-
City of God. I was like,
Yeah,
that
the
has a
Brazilian
Blu-ray.
movie. Yeah. That movie, yeah. No, that movie would have been that movie's way past VHS. No, City of Hope, by John Sayles. That's a really good movie.
Yeah, for sure.
But City of God, I also want to see on a side note.
That
I
is
hear
a
it's really
phenomenal gangster film.
I hear it's a really brutal. I think it's a Brazilian film, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's a Brazilian movie. Like in Portuguese, like that.
Yeah.
That's the film that actually kind of taught me Portuguese. If I'm going to be honest with you, like because
Really?
that one sequence. Slight spoilers. Just don't get mad at me for this. I'm just
No.
gonna
If it's slight,
talk
it's
about it.
fine. I don't mind.
It's this one. It's kind of a flashback to when the leader of the gang was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
When he killed when he killed a couple people in a hotel.
Damn, as a kid, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah, and basically, that one guy's like, "From Wacky," which is like, "What do you want?" "Don't trying to go duro," which means your friend took everything. "Give me whack," means, "What do you want?" And then, and he laughs it off.
Oh shit! So he got what
That's
he
basically-
wanted.
Dude, that's how basically like gangsters in Rio were back in those days.
I can imagine, but what's even crazier is that
And especially
You spoke the
I think they even
dialogue
killed a couple kids too. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, in the favelas and shit in Brazil, I'm sure it's pretty bad. Like I saw this one, it's by the guy from Narcos. Very good movie. It's only available on Blu-ray in the UK, which is unfortunate. Even though the sequel is available on Blu-ray here, I highly recommend Elite Squad.
Elite Squad, I definitely want to check out for sure. But
It's
Charles speaks some facts right here.
not stuck on VHS, but let me get my cam up. My room's a mess, so I'm just not going to show my room very much. Charles, you stay there because I can help you out, my man. Because technically, it is on Blu-ray. Wink, wink.
James Cameron never press.
It's not. It's technically a bootleg. Technically not a bootleg. Let me hold on 1 second.
Okay. I'm going to hit here. What's up, Eddie? Thank you so much for stopping by.
So
Any more disagreements with Durant Cinema? You custom made it.
I didn't custom make it. This is technically a bootleg, but in Spain, there is a Blu-ray of True Lies that you can get for $20. It's now look in Spain. There's the copyright laws are definitely a lot more different. So it's technically gray market, but I'm sorry, my fucking webcam wants to be an asshole. Yeah, this is the most challenging. This is the most challenging. All right, so I'm just gonna position it right here. So this is a bootleg, technically. If you go probably in, you could buy it on Amazon. You can buy it anywhere. It's a pressed disc. It's not a BDR, meaning this isn't like just a blank recordable. It has it has special features from I think an old German DVD, and it's remastered.
Okay.
Actually, it's not remastered. They just like ripped off a TV version that was in HD and put it on a disc.
Gotcha.
So you can get this. Chances are it's not going to come out in the US, regardless of what Cameron says. I recommend this disc. It actually looks pretty good. I did not make this. I wish I knew how to make BDRs and shit, but no, this is not a BDR. You can buy this. I recommend it. It's only $20 and it's region free. In case you guys don't know, importing Blu-rays are region locked. So if you buy a Blu-ray from the UK or Germany, which I have like I think 2 imports from Germany, or France or Japan or whatever, every Blu-ray is region coded, meaning that some Blu-rays may not play in some players unless you have like it says region free.
Right.
I have a region free player, so I'm good to go. This is region free. Just wanted to give you a heads up, Charles, and
there you go.
Drew and Jared.
I know.
Jump on this. I recommend it.
Let's see. He said he's asking Jared. Eddie's asking Jared how the weapon collection's going. How is the weapon collection going, my man? But anyway, guys, I think we're gonna go live for a little bit longer. So if you guys still want to join, go ahead and hit the chat. Or not really hit the chat. Hit the link I left in the chat if you guys still want to join. What happened there, Steven?
A couple of days ago, I lost the internet.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
So I decided to finish up watching season 1 of Dragon Ball Z Kai, and
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Jurassic Park.
Nice.
But yeah.
But
no
Steven,
worries.
Steven, I got something I got to show you. I picked up yesterday.
What'd you get?
Check it out, baby. Pearl.
Nice. And is that the Walmart exclusive slip?
Yes, sir. I love the slip cover, actually. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like it more than the standard, to be honest.
I've seen Pearl.
I'm going to tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
I actually keep this right next to X on my shelf.
They kind of go together like that. So even though it's not
this is a prequel to X.
Yeah, so. It's part of the series.
Exactly. And dude,
do with Maxine.
I know they probably won't, but Mia Goth's performance in this is so Oscar worthy. Like,
I actually think that she was
phenomenal.
I thought she was good in both movies, but if you ask me, she's a little bit better in Pearl. And I like Pearl. I do think it's a little overrated, definitely a little bit on the slower side compared to X, but I do like it quite a bit. I like the atmosphere of it a lot. That whole trying to, even though obviously it wasn't filmed in Technicolor, it looked like it was Technicolor with that very.
It did actually.
It did,
but I'm not gonna lie, bro. The kills in this movie are brutal.
They are.
Some of them might even be a little bit more brutal than X.
Huh?
Some of them might be a little bit more brutal than X. If I'm being
I
honest
don't know about that. X had some pretty insane kills.
I think the one kill, Jared, you might want to cover yours for this one. I think the one kill that when she killed that guy that was about to drive away, that was brutal.
Yeah, with like the pitchfork, that was pretty sick.
Yeah, the pitchfork ones, I'm like, that's brutal.
And I have to say, what I do like is that it's all practical, no CGI splatter, which I am definitely, for those who know me, I do like practical gore. I am a fan of that. And I do like films that go for that old school aesthetic. So to see films like X and Pearl being made makes me very happy because X was a lot different than I thought it would be. It's easily one of my favorite horror movies of the year. Easily. And Pearl is too, but I think Pearl just to a lesser extent. If you go into Pearl expecting the movie that X was, I would go in expecting a character piece because it's a really good character piece. And
it's more of a character study more than anything. Like you're getting to learn the origin story of the old psychopath that was known as Pearl from the previous movie X. And basically this was basically a study on her becoming a psychopath.
And it's really, really interesting. And how the film industry was shaping up and how that was coming out and how, it's just a very well-made movie in that regard.
And after watching both X and Pearl, like Ty West is slowly becoming one of my favorite directors. Like, even though I'm not as big on House of the Devil, I mean, I like House of the Devil.
House of the Devils and the Innkeepers. The Innkeepers as well.
The Innkeepers is the one I've been wanting to watch. But House of the Devil was good, but X and Pearl were the ones that kind of introduced me to him and actually made me open my eyes for Ty West. I mean, that dude has got loads of talent.
I just hope that for Maxine, he ups the ante even further than he did with both of them. Because I love 80 slashers, and I love what he did with X, and I really liked what he did with Pearl, which I do got to pick up on Blu-ray. I just hope A24, like with Universal, they don't release a 4K on their shop a few months after, because I know they did that with Midsommar, and I'm like, well, what?
I don't think they'll do that with Pearl, because I know they did that. Because I know they released Lamb and Marcel the Shell with Shoes on 4K on their shop, but they never actually got a Lionsgate release.
It's weird how some get released on their online store and that some get released to Lionsgate.
I was wanting like
4K is coming.
Wait, X on 4K is coming?
Yep, they confirmed it.
Oh boy.
Oh fuck me.
I did not expect to hear that from you already, Steven.
I am sorry if I am vulgar, but fuck.
No, that's
me.
fine, man. I'll allow it because I've had some people say some vulgar crap on here, man. It's pretty funny. I'm not even gonna lie. But you.
I knew it.
Hold on. You. Hey, you. I challenge you to a dance competition.
Right now, Frisky is missing this.
I know he's.
Jared, did you like X and Pearl?
No, I only seen the X.
You only saw X?
Yeah, he only watched X.
Did you like it?
It's all right.
I think he said like 3.5, which is not bad.
Fair.
I mean,
I really
at least he's not going into full on rants about it. I'll just tell you that.
Oof, I love
because I know one of my friends. I'm not going to name names. After that movie, he was like, "Oh, I'm done with A24 films in the theater. Oh, it's such an overhyped movie." And guess what?
What?
5 months later, he goes and see Bodies in theaters.
But
hypocrite.
I don't mind if people say stuff like that, but then why would you hypocrite yourself and then go see the movie that you said you're not going to go see? Like that doesn't make sense. What? Also, not all A24 movies are bad. That's a huge overstatement. That is.
He only gave it a 3.5, and he, like out of 5, and he just goes into a full on rant about it.
I don't think a 3.5 movie is worth going a rant over. I mean, if it was like a 2,
he gave Free Guy a 3.5, and he still rants about it. Like even when we bring it up, and I'm just like, you liked it, okay? Move on.
but if he liked it, why would he rant? That's so weird.
Because the film was so overhyped. Oh my god. Yeah.
Well, that's also okay, but that's his fault for buying into the hype.
Thank you, Steven. Thank you.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, to anyone watching, every movie's going to be hyped. That's kind of how it goes. You got to kind of moderate your expectations a little bit. If you're expecting,
or heck, even going with low expectations, because that's what I do with some hype movies.
Yeah,
like I go with low expectations,
and you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Like, you want to know what movie that was getting a lot of hype going into it, but I still went into it with kind of low expectations?
What?
Encanto.
You enjoyed it?
I loved Encanto, actually. The hype was real, dude.
Okay.
That was great.
I haven't looked into a lot of Pixar's catalog because for me, I grew up with The Incredibles and Finding Nemo and all these other films, but I don't know. I just haven't watched
not a Pixar movie, though.
Huh?
Encanto's not a Pixar movie.
Oh, no? It's not?
No, it's not. It's just a regular Disney movie.
Oh, it's just a regular. Oh, okay. Fuck
no,
me,
that's okay. That's okay. If I was talking about Lightyear, though, then yes, that's a Pixar. That's a Pixar.
Okay,
movie.
Right. But I don't know.
Which, by the way,
just modern.
Sorry to interrupt you again, but I got to say one more thing about Lightyear.
Yeah.
The controversy based on one scene is stupid. Okay. There was one scene in Lightyear that caused so much controversy, and I was just like, what are you people smoking and drinking? Because it's just a scene. Like, oh my god. I hate when people just spout out controversy that doesn't even make any sense. Like it may make sense to them, but to me, or heck, us even, no siree.
Some of it I do, some of it I don't get. I will put it that way. There's some
Like,
things I get, but if it's like minor stuff, I can't get it. I can't get behind it. If it's minor, then it's not worth going on about. But if it's big, then maybe. I don't know. It depends on the movie. What are you talking about in particular?
Well, a movie that I really feel like did not really deserve all the hate and controversy that it's been getting, Eternals.
Really?
That is the most controversial MCU movie, and I'm like,
for what
why?
reason?
I don't know, because it's such a diverse movie, and I'm like, guys, it's actually something different for the MCU. Like they're actually giving you something different and not just typical bull crap in the MCU.
Okay.
Like just some forced jokes. I mean, there is humor in Eternals, but at least it works. But most of it's mostly character study on superheroes.
Well, Eternals kind of interests me because I am interested in the fact that it does something different. But I mean, I don't know. You know, I feel like with these like phase 3s and 4s, I feel like, I mean, one, I don't get how the movie could be controversial. That doesn't, because it does something different. That wouldn't that be a little bit of a good thing? Depends on how different. It does. There are some franchise movies that like do something too different and they lose it. But if it works out, then it works out, and that's good. I'll have to look into it because I really got to catch up on some post No Way Home stuff and some post Endgame stuff because I have gaps.
Yeah, but you want to know what? But you want to know what the horror film is this year that I think is like, despite its controversy, I still enjoy it.
What?
Halloween Ends.
Okay, I
like it, honestly.
I respect your opinion, and I know you'll respect mine, but I'm not gonna rant. I really did not like it, but I get why people like it. I even like reviews on Letterboxd of people who like it.
Like, to be honest, like
I gave it a 3-star.
I just don't like how the fan base is attacking each other over it.
Like, I gave it a 4, and I was like, I definitely understand why people don't like it as much. Like, But to me personally, I love the direction they decided to take the story and like how to end things. I thought they did a really good job executing that, but sometimes the comedy sometimes for me gets in the way, and we all know who it was written by. And
Yeah,
there were some times where I thought it got a little too slow.
I
for
just
my
don't
liking.
know why Danny McBride was writing these movies personally.
But I mean, the story. I mean, I don't get the hate for the storyline of Corey. I thought it was well done, like, and actually taking a different direction and not just being like a typical Halloween movie.
Um,
That was something I admired about it.
okay.
And plus, I mean, and I like the arc that Corey goes through, especially like when the film opens, and it was at first you start to feel bad for him. It's kind of like, I hate to compare it like this, but it's kind of like a Breaking Bad situation, like where at one point you start to feel bad for this guy, but as the story unfolds, it becomes harder to root for him.
Like a rabbit hole scenario with Walter
Yeah,
White.
like that. But that's the reason why I kind of compared it to Breaking Bad, because after Walter White is diagnosed with lung cancer, it becomes harder to root for him because he starts cooking crystal meth.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I kind of had that little similarity with Corey Cunningham in Halloween Ends, because he accidentally kills a kid, but the family sees it as a purpose. Like, but it was an accident, of course. Like, we know it was an accident.
Because he knocked the door and the kid fell.
Like,
and he couldn't see the
and plus
kid.
the kid was
He
being,
only was
and
at
plus
the door.
the kid was being a little piece.
That kid was
being a brat.
Dick.
But even though, I mean, I wasn't happy that the kid died though, because I mean, obviously that's wrong.
Because it's a
But like,
kid. But
but the way he went out though, I was like, whoa.
now,
Like, that was brutal. Like,
now, Jared, what are your thoughts on it? Because I'm going to get into my soons about Halloween Ends, but I just want to let everyone know, like or dislike Halloween Ends, we can all have a discussion, like me and my boy Luke and Jared, because my opinion's very different. But I want to let you know that unlike the rest of, because you know how some people are that aren't like us, that we respect each other's opinions. You know what I mean?
yeah, some
There's
people are
some
just
other
like,
people that don't, and I just want to clarify. I did not like the movie at all, and I'll get into my reasons why.
And that's fine, like, because because some people would think that I'm crazy for liking some different, like, some movies.
I don't
Like,
think you're
some
crazy.
some people would think I'd be crazy for loving both Sonic movies, but I was a Sonic I was a big Sonic fan growing up, and both of those films gave me what I wanted. Like, I got both of them.
Thank God they changed the design on a side note. Holy
exactly. Like, that's another thing. Like, that's why I kind of fell in love with those movies. I mean, yes, they may be Hollywoodized, but that's kind of the point.
But they are, but they did it in a way where they didn't insult the game.
Exactly. I mean, and especially like with the wedding subplot in Sonic 2. I mean, it doesn't feel so forced. Like,
I actually thought that was pretty funny. I actually
it was funny, especially with the bride. Like, looks like it's real, huh?
And when she was on the golf cart just raging in, like, that was great.
That was so good.
What a woman!
And
I'm sorry, guys, but Sonic. I'm sorry to any people that just like Sonic 2. That movie is awesome.
But for those interested who saw Sonic X as a kid, Discotech, one of the Blu-ray companies for anime, is putting the Japanese version out pretty soon, which is pretty exciting. Because that shows a lot of problems. But Sonic the movies, I think, are the best adaptation of the character. I would go that far in terms of
at least like with
on screen.
Yeah, and I think that the way that they capture the characters, especially with his humor, they do a great job with that. They actually capture what the character is like. Basically,
and you want to know a fun fact?
A cocky hedgehog, a cocky, humorous hedgehog.
Yeah, and I thought that Schwarmer, he did a good job, and it's crazy that
Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz. Yeah, Ben Schwartz. I don't know how to pronounce his name very well. I even loved
Yeah,
him
Ben
on Parks and
Schwartz.
Rec and other shows like that. He's actually a pretty good actor, and he did a good job as Sonic. And fun fact, the person they got to play Tails, she voiced Tails in some of the Sonic games, like I think Sonic Colors, I would say.
I knew that actually.
And I thought that was such a cool touch that they added.
Yeah, and especially with Ben Schwartz's Sonic, bro, like that was Sonic. Like he became Sonic.
He was more of like he was a really good Sonic, maybe leaning more towards like more of a kid, but that's what Sonic is anyway. Sonic is that, naive, sparky, cocky speedster with a childlike heart. And the one thing I like about Sonic 2, which I was worried about, is Knuckles. But they did him very different, but very good, which I like. Because
and
Knuckles,
it's basically like Knuckles in the second game.
It is, but it's different because Knuckles is dumb. I'm just gonna let people know that Knuckles, like, I'm not talking about the character, I'm just talking about his intelligence level. He is not very smart. He always gets tricked by Eggman, whether it's in the show, whether it's in the game, he always has. And this Knuckles is a little bit more different, and I like that. I think Idris Elba, probably I wouldn't have thought it, but he was actually the best person to play the character. And I'm excited.
I never would have thought that either, because
I never would have thought that. And he's different, but I like how he added his own thing to it. He's not as buddy with Sonic, even after they become allies in some of the games and some of the shows, but I like that they are. I even like that, as I know some people are going to say, I love the end scene of the film because it was very heartwarming to me. But I'm just going to... What?
Let's see. There was petitions to get Halloween to get...
What? I mean, I just
leave the film as it is, David Gordon Green.
I mean, what would be the point to get it remade?
It was good enough for what it was for me, so I really don't freaking care.
I respect one thing I will give the 2018 trilogy that I do respect about it, even though I'm not really a fan of it. They got rid of the brother sister stuff. Thank God. I could not stand that. I could not. And and look, I mean, I'll give them props. They're well shot. They have good kills. And they got rid of the brother and sister stuff. That I never liked. I never liked that.
There you go.
No.
Watching TV. Dot. That
movie is so funny.
Dude, Idris Elba just really captures the character of Knuckles.
Tiny
so
Hedgehog
well.
Been destroyed.
Tiny Magic Hedgehog destroyed.
I just hope Sonic 3 is as good as that post-credit scene. I really do.
I'm hoping it is too, man. I mean,
because
I don't know who they're gonna get to play as or to voice Shadow.
Oh my God, I would hope, because Shadow is... they need to get someone good, because Shadow is such a good character. And you know what I hope they do? I hope they adapt the Sonic Adventure storyline, where they basically have Shadow, the cops thinking that, Shadow is Sonic, even though they look completely different. And Shadow works with Eggman. Even though Jim Carrey's not going to return, which makes me sad inside. I wish he wouldn't retire.
I don't know if they're going to do Eggman with this one. I think they're just going to more like have Shadow just be the main villain instead of.
But here's the thing: Shadow was created by Robotnik's grandfather. So I would hope that they would get something with him. I would pay Jim Carrey. I would go up to him and be like, "Hey, man, listen, okay? I don't know what I can do to get you excited. Maybe I could give you cocaine. Maybe that'll work." But I need you to play Eggman, okay? Because the world needs you. We all love you. And we need more Dr. Eggman, Jim Carrey. And his assistant.
It's like that? Okay. We're not friends. I'm sorry, bro. I had to do it.
No, it's the movie. I just love that. Even the first one. I love your lattes. I love the way you make them.
Confidence. A fool's substitute for intelligence. I'm going to
even like the
5 seconds. Mm-hmm. Tell me where it is. I like it more in Sonic 2, to be honest with you. Because
I kind of like Jim Carrey more in Sonic 2 as well.
Like, again, I just can't stop quoting this moment for like at the very end, especially like when Sonic just taps the robot and he's like, "Oh, it's like that." And it just falls over. Okay, we're not friends. Later, hater. But dude, I mean, Jim Carrey, bro. I'm gonna do this. I don't know if you were around for this, but I'm gonna do my Jim Carrey Grinch impressions because Jared loves those impressions.
Let me see him.
Right. This Christmas music, it's joyful and triumphant. I must stop this Christmas from coming. Hold on. This could change my entire look on life. Really? No. Oh, somebody's fabulous.
You actually got the bass down pretty good on his voice.
Like, bro, my voice is deep enough to a point like where I can actually quote the Grinch. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But what would I wear? Ho ho! Action! Brilliant! Grow up! I'm going to throw up, and then I'm gonna die.
Oh man,
I just love Jim Carrey, bro. Like he's
Doesn't
one of the
love
most
Jim Carrey.
quotable icons that I know. Especially, here's another good one: Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events.
I have not seen the movie in forever. That has been.
Here's a good one right here. I am your beloved Count Olaf, my dear Violet. All I ask is that you do each and every little thing that pops into my head. While I enjoy the enormous fortune your parents left behind. You know, man, sometimes it feels good for me to do some impressions every once in a while.
I wish I was as good as impressions. You know,
'Cause
the
even
one
my buddy
impression I
Zach-
always, huh?
Wait, do you ever watch Breaking Bad?
I love Breaking Bad.
Okay, so I did a
Breaking
stream
Bad,
a couple days ago.
I remember seeing the last episode when it aired on TV with my dad. But it's been
I'm
a
gonna
minute.
tell you, I did a stream a couple days ago talking about Breaking Bad.
I saw some of it. You did it with, I think, this guy named Zach. I think I've seen
Zach Noller?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually did a couple impressions of Walter White. If you leave right now, Jesse, you'll get nothing. You hear me? Nothing. What the hell is wrong with you? We're a family. I just love Bryan Cranston, bro.
I
love
do.
Bryan Cranston.
I really do. And honestly, I love that show. I got to rewatch it again. I've only seen it twice. I want to see it a third time.
Oh, dude, guess what? I've also seen it twice.
Yeah. But the problem is that I haven't seen it in, I want to say 2 years. I want to get that Blu-ray barrel that came out, but that's
the
like
meth
$400.
container.
The problem is it's $400, and I don't have that kind of money. So, yep.
I have all the separate Blu-rays already for Breaking Bad. Got all
And I like how you ranked the season. Season 4 is your favorite, and I respect that because season 4.
I just love the rivalry between Walt versus Gus.
Gus is a damn good villain.
And dude, that finale just leaped that season all the way to the top.
If you're gonna say you did it for us, I swear to God, no, I did it for me.
It's over. I won.
And Todd getting his fucking just desserts.
Dude.
It's over? It will never be over until I say so.
Oh my God. He's just like, it's over. I won. I mean,
you know, I was always wondering, and I mean, I don't know if this is like, I don't want to spoil anything for those that haven't seen it, but I'm just saying, it wasn't until that final episode, I did not think they were going to use the ricin until that final episode, and I'm like, oh shit, they did. I wonder, apparently that shit's real, ricin.
Yeah.
I did not know. I thought they made it up for the show, but it's like a real poison. And I'm like thinking to myself, well, shit, is it as deadly as they say in the show? Oof.
Oh, bro. Yeah, then don't try it because.
No, obviously not. But it's so crazy. She did not even know that she was taking I'm just gonna stop. Sorry about that. I got very excited.
It's okay, man. I mean, we all get excited every once in a while, but like
And I gotta finish, and I gotta get to Better Call Saul. I know that show looks
I've
great.
actually binged through I've already binged through the first 4 seasons of Better Call Saul already.
So it's season 4's last season, right? Or no?
6. It's up to 6 seasons.
I hope
Season 6 was the last season.
I hope Better Call Saul is as good as the first season was, because I think I saw season 1 and I think I saw season 2. I can't remember. It was
I finished season 1 last year, but then I fell off. But now, after binging Breaking Bad twice within these past couple of weeks, actually, I decided I'd actually hop back on with Better Call Saul. So I binged through season 2. That's a show that gets better as it goes along. I'm telling you, it gets better as it goes along.
What I liked about it is that it was Breaking Bad-esque, but it was very different. It felt more like felt more like a corrupt law drama. And I like how, we get more of Saul, we get more of Mike. Anything, even though Mike looks like the most bored fucking person on the planet, he's actually a really interesting character.
Yeah, he really is actually.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I gotta say that, bro. I love Breaking Bad. And this is literally the funniest thing I've ever heard. Like when I did my stream the other night, after I did that quote of "we're family," Zach literally made the funniest comment ever. He's like, not the way Vin Diesel calls it family.
Oh, fuck. Not the way Fast and Furious family.
That is one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life.
Not the way Vin Diesel calls it family. Good God.
Bro. if you guys love wrestling, if you guys love wrestling stuff, go check out that dude, man. Go check out Zach Goller. He's a huge wrestling fanatic, and plus, you want to know why he got John Cena in Fast 9?
Why?
Because Vin Diesel needed his wrestler.
Oh.
Get it?
Yep.
Because The Rock was a wrestler back in his old days before he became an actor. King of big budget PG-13 movies. But yeah, bro. I mean, that
definitely not the way Vin Diesel looks at family. No,
not even close. Bro, I can't stop laughing at that, bro. That's freaking hilarious. Like, again, that was literally the funniest thing I heard that night. So yeah, go check out Zach Goller. He is one of my best friends here on YouTube. So go check him out.
Well, any guy that's the friend of Luke is a good guy on YouTube. So definitely going to be checking out Goller. I think I saw. Actually, no, wait. No, I have seen a video of this. I have his complete Blu-ray collection on my watch later. I did.
Which one? Which edition? This year's
the
or the
2022 one? I think.
Bro, dude, his collection is just growing and growing and growing, bro. And
I think we're about 30 minutes in, but I forgot that he was the guy you were talking about.
Yeah, and I got to tell you this. Zach, if you're watching right now, I don't mean to spoil one of your pickups, but before we went live that night, talking about Breaking Bad, he did tell me he actually bought the set off of eBay, the box set for Breaking Bad.
The barrel?
Not the barrel.
Okay, because I was about to go after him.
I think it was one of the box sets, either the one where it's
was it the one
like
where
a Heisenberg drawing,
Walter face, and it's kind of like their
either that. I don't know which one it is. Either that one or the one that has like the smoke in the background.
Okay. All right. Good.
I know it's not the container though.
The one that has like the green smoke, like the intro, but it's just like a slip box. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, hold on. I got something for you here.
I still can't believe that from Trade Value you got the whole series for. Wait, are you gonna do the intro? No way. No.
So easy, bro.
Well,
I actually should have did this as the beginning of the stream. I just said we did. Say my name. You're goddamn right.
and then it cuts to the da-da-boom, ba-da-boom,
We didn't. I didn't do that. I didn't do the guitar thing, unfortunately. Even though I wanted to make Zach jealous, but
That would have been sick. You should. Oh fuck.
I
Well,
forgot.
you're
But I'll
doing
do
it
it,
now,
I'll do it again
Zach.
and make you even more jealous.
You just hit it real hard with that twang.
I've actually been playing guitar for a couple of years. Actually,
Wow, really?
I have three. I actually have three guitars. I have that one, my acoustic. This was my second electric guitar, which I actually don't use very much anymore because the thing that was supposed to hold the plug in place broke off.
So like the stand or
No, it was like the one that like like where you plug it in, like right here.
like where you plug in like the wire where you hook it up. So okay.
Yeah, it broke off. But this
shit.
one right here was actually my very first electric guitar, and this is the one that I do use.
Wow. I see you got
So-
it all stickered up.
And that's my other one also. My mom, like when I got my mom and my dad, my parents actually gave me this for my birthday actually a few years ago when I was in school.
Nice, man. It's
But
always cool.
I'll do something here. Hold on. I don't know if I should. I'm not gonna plug it in
Right.
because
Because it may be too
copyright.
loud.
Not just that, but I don't want to get copyright.
Right. Because YouTube's very butthurt about copyright strikes for anything. Even if you're doing an impersonation or a parody, you can still get a copyright strike.
Exactly, but with shorts you can't really do that because they literally offer you the choice to actually add some music.
And you know what? Since I know so many friends of mine as well that have gotten copyright strikes, let me just do something real quick. I'm not going to, don't worry, you're not going to get a copyright strike. But can I show...
Go ahead.
Fuck you, YouTube. This is what I think about your copyright strikes.
Don't worry, bro. I've actually. Oh, I guess he's going
You
now
hit the wrong button.
again. But yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have worried about that because we do use the middle finger a lot in our streams. So
Spoke too...
lost it again.
Spoke too damn soon.
But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, it's fine. It's fine that you did this because
Yeah.
I've actually done that a lot. Sometimes like
I just don't want to
So
get you in
it's-
trouble because I know I'm a guest and that would be unfair of me. But really, though, I mean, honestly, YouTube deserves it for copyrighting so
course,
many
I mean,
people.
if they give me copyright, it's because I added music in a lot of my shorts. I mean, you want to know what?
What? Exactly. They could
Double.
double bill them, double feature them.
Yeah, that'd just be like,
Those fucking fingers.
that'd be like someone is like just like canceled your favorite show. They'd just be like, "Yep, you never get the rest of the story."
Yep, you don't get an ending. Speaking of
Or-
shows
or-
that do endings well, Breaking Bad. Thank
Oh
God.
yeah, and
they
you want to know
don't.
what? You want to know what?
What?
You remember the movie The Interview?
Mm-hmm. That movie's hilarious.
That movie almost put us at war with North Korea.
Yeah.
And basically, it was supposed to come out in theaters. North Korea threatened war on us if we released it in theaters, so they just released it straight to VOD. So it was
I
basically
know.
like,
Because
so it was like,
you want
okay. Because
you want to
so
know
it was
the
like, okay.
craziest part? You want to know the
What?
craziest part? If you go on Blu-ray.com, I don't think there's any Asian. I mean, not even just North Korea. I don't think there's even like an international Chinese or a Japanese Blu-ray of that movie anywhere in Asia. I think it's
Well, there you
just
go.
reserved for the U.S. and Europe. That movie's
Exactly.
But you know what? I don't care. That movie's funny. I think that movie's very entertaining.
Yeah. So basically, when they said they were going to just release it straight to VOD, they were like, okay. we're not gonna release it in theaters where only a few people will go watch it. We'll just let everybody watch it. So I was like,
Yeah, exactly.
pretty much. But I mean, I'm not blaming them for that, even though
I'm not blaming them. It's better than going to war.
Because, bro, imagine me like having to go to war, bro. I'd have been dead.
No, dude. I would have been. My head would have been shot off, and then yeah, that would not be fun.
Basically would have been shot off, Saving Private Ryan style, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
Because
would.
you remember that scene, like when Tom Hanks turns one of the soldiers around when they're storming the beach in Normandy.
Yeah.
His face is gone.
No, and it looks like it's sort of like almost like I think it was like that cameo. Because I know Vin Diesel has a small cameo in that movie. I think he's the one that's the soldier that got his face blown off a little bit.
Yeah, it was like a gigantic hole, like in his face.
Yeah,
like,
it was a gigantic hole. He just turns there, and his head's like slightly imploded in, and it's very, very creepy.
it was basically like
right about that.
Wait, have you seen the Suicide Squad? Haven't you?
Well, actually, wait, hold on. Oh no, yeah, that was Vin Diesel in a small cameo. Oh no,
Yeah.
it wasn't. Yeah, I actually can't remember. But which Suicide Squad are we talking about? Because I've seen both.
The Suicide Squad.
Actually, you know what that's so funny about? I was having one of those days, and I was thinking to myself, I'm going to rewatch this on HBO Max. I was rewatching some of it, but then I had to do some homework because there's like a pop quiz online. So I stopped it, but I actually have to go back and finish the rest of my rewatch because I love that Suicide Squad.
James Gunn one specifically.
Yes,
because dude, that reminded me a lot. Like when I watched the Suicide Squad out and Pete Davidson's face gets shot off, I was like, they went Saving Private Ryan on that one.
No, they did.
He was
we had a deal, you know.
Some people want to see Avery cut.
The what?
Avery.
The Avery
Hash
cut.
Brown released the
Air
cut.
Air.
Arrow.
No, I'm done. No, I don't want the air cut. I'm sorry.
Okay.
After
don't
he got
want
done
that
Suicide
cut,
Squad, I
but-
was like, that's good enough for me.
Snyder got his ton. It's Ayer's turn.
Yeah, no way. I'm sorry.
There
But
was-
guys. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
But to be fair, though, Warner Brothers did screw him over on that movie. I'm aware.
Yeah, but I think what we got for James Gunn, though, I'm more fine with.
Oh my God, James Gunn's movie's so good. Nom 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 nom.
No, monster, nom nom. So smart, me.
My favorite part is the accidental sabotage on the rebel base out in the jungle.
That was hilarious.
And fucking Bloodsport was flipping him off, and then Peacemaker was making a jerking off hand signature, and they were like having a, like a back and forth as to who can kill so many. That movie's
Or
awesome.
who can kill the best.
And at the end of the day,
It's still Peacemaker.
it's still Peacemaker, and it's the wrong people.
I love that. He's just like that is so funny. Nobody likes to show off. That's what they're showing off is dope as fuck.
True.
True. But guys, I think I'm just gonna call it for tonight. It's already like 10 o'clock.
It is
where I'm
getting
at.
late. It is getting late. Yeah.
And we've been on for freaking 2 hours. So
Well, yeah, that's true. But movies is always fun to talk about. But yeah, it's getting
that's
late.
basically what
Next
my
time,
channel's
make
all.
it 4 hours. Like
No.
it's next night, you just like.
Fuck it. We'll make it the Snyder cut on Luke's channel length. I'm just kidding.
No, we won't do that. I can't do that. I can't go on like. this
No,
for
God,
4
no.
hours.
I need my sleeps.
Well, not just that. Like, I just feel like that's kind of overkill.
That is overkill. Yeah.
And also, like, because I think, at
Mhm.
least by max, I think my Blu-ray collection in 2023 on New Year's Day will probably at least be like an hour and a half to 2 hours at least. Because
I'm gonna watch every second of that.
it'll be on I'll just say it right now, guys. It'll be on New Year's Day. So
I always do it in January.
Yeah, and
You know what?
it's gonna be a full on live stream of my Blu-ray collection. So
I'm thinking for my first video, which I keep saying is going to come up soon. I'm thinking of doing a collection as well, since I do own quite a bit of stuff. Not nearly as much as you, Luke, but I do own my fair bit.
and
I
you want
just
to know
have
what,
see
buddy?
all my blind buys. What?
That's actually how I started my channel, was with a Blu-ray collection.
Really?
Yeah, that's actually how I started mine. But you do you, man. I mean, if you want to start it off with a Blu-ray collection, go right ahead. That was the way I started my channel.
Well, great minds think alike, I suppose. Because but my problem is, before we head off, I just want to say I want to do it soon, but I want to get through all my blind buys, because I have a shit ton of blind buys, and I got to
Well,
get through.
I've gone through like a lot of this. Like, there's still some movies in my collection that I still have not yet watched, and I kind of want to go through a collection of, like, or at least some movies I still haven't watched.
Oh yeah,
Because that's kind of the magic of that. Like, sometimes you buy movies and you never see them.
yeah, because it's the best way to discover new favorites.
Yeah, and also that it's also kind of a good way to discover, like, for some people to actually discover your channel, and also watch some hidden gems they might have never heard of before.
And then they're like,
Like,
oh
exactly,
wow, maybe I should
like-
pick that up, and that's how it
Like,
starts.
I'll give a couple examples of that. Like, I blind bought the movie Joe with Nicolas Cage, and I also blind bought Anonymous, directed by Roland Emmerich, which I enjoyed both of those movies.
I actually do want to see Joe and Anonymous, specifically Joe, because I hear Nicolas Cage gives a really good grounded performance. And I think Nicolas Cage is, even before the whole thing, I've always thought he was an underrated actor. And I know it sounds crazy since he's very popular, but I think he is, for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, and Anonymous is actually not a typical Roland Emmerich movie, which I
It's not
actually
an
liked
action
about it.
movie.
It's more of
Definitely not.
it's more of a period piece drama.
Really? He really?
I'm
We're
t- I-
talking
I-
about we're talking about the Independence Day guy right here. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that I was surprised that he did that. I like it more like when he does like more period piece kind of stuff, and not just freaking disaster action movies that just throws all logic out the window.
Well, you know what? When you want to know something interesting, I went to go see Midway with a friend of mine, and my friend is a huge World War II fanatic. He loves history. He's very knowledgeable on that. And you know what he told me? He says a lot of the shit in Midway is accurate, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, and it's not like, I agree with that. It's actually pretty accurate, and it's not like so over the top.
Like, he said that, obviously there's some things that were, falsified, but not to the extent that you think.
Fictionalized,
like,
more. I should more say, not falsified.
Right,
falsified
falsified sounds like something else, of course, but he says that
I'd say
it was
more fictionalized.
And I have to say, his Midway remake, I thoroughly enjoy. I actually don't think
I do
he's
too.
that bad of a director, honestly. I think he has a little bit more talent than people give him credit for. I enjoy.
I do agree with that to a certain extent, but
Yeah.
I mean, the dude's a hypocrite, though. I can't deny that he is a freaking hypocrite.
I have a feeling I know what you're talking about, but
Because he
specify.
says that the MCU is ruining all cinema, and especially
Okay,
when
to
he comes
be
out
fair,
with a film
he
like
is wrong.
Moonfall,
He is wrong,
dude.
because
And he
is
comes out with a
ruined
film
cinema.
like freaking Moonfall, which is basically chastising the MCU for the same thing that he's pretty much doing.
I mean,
Because
Roland
guess what?
Emmerich, he has
They
made
set
a
up
lot of bad
Moonfall
movies
sequels with that movie. They set up freaking Moonfall sequels.
to a disaster movie that came out that a lot of people didn't see. Why?
That movie bombed at the box office, and for good reason, actually. That film is terrible.
I heard it's not so good. It doesn't look so good.
I think it's funny awful, in my opinion. I think it's funny terrible, but I mean, it still doesn't hide the fact that the film is crap. It's horrible.
Yeah, and I don't agree with him saying that. I mean, do I think that the MCU's gotten stale sometimes? Of course, but that's with any franchise, and I don't think they're ruining.
Well, I mean, the
cinema.
MCU, like, some people were getting burned out on the MCU, but that doesn't mean it's ruining all cinema.
I think there's a lot. I don't know. I mean, I think it's getting repetitive, but I don't think it's ruining cinema. I would not go that far.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Coming from him, especially, I don't know. That just doesn't sound right.
If it was like, if it was like someone like Ridley Scott, which I know he did, that's fine because Ridley
to
Scott
be
makes
fair-
a lot more
to be fair-
makes a lot more competent films.
To be fair, I feel like Ridley Scott said that because the last Duel bombed and he was a little bitter, and I get it, but I don't think that
But
was also the correct way
Well,
to say
actually,
it.
well, yeah, well, actually, Martin Scorsese actually that's a better example, like for ones
Yeah,
that we can
probably.
understand is Martin Scorsese because
Yeah.
he doesn't really make big blockbuster movies like that. He kind of morely makes like independent style films.
Thank God
Which-
the Irishman got a release on Blu-ray. Thank God.
I actually have that on Criterion.
Same.
That is a beautiful design, and it's a great movie.
It is a
Like-
great.
But I'm kind of stumped that it did not win any Oscars.
I agree because that film should have at least won something because it's an excellent,
I would have
Genre.
rooted for it to win Best Picture, though. I'll be honest about that. I mean, Parasite was a perfect pick to win Best Picture. I was fine
I
with
think that
Parasite.
should have won Best Picture. I think it was well earned that Parasite won Best Picture. Even though my favorite movie of that year was Marriage Story, I'm glad Parasite won.
Yeah, because I felt like, and that's one of the few foreign films that was basically was huge in the United States and has actually broken out.
No, yeah, and it highlighted Korean cinema, which I've always appreciated. Films like Old Boy, I adore. I think that movie's a near masterpiece. I Saw the Devils in my top 10. So I'm glad that Parasite, showed people, hey, foreign films, are out there and they're really fucking good.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. But yeah, I think we should just wrap it up now because again,
All right.
we've been rambling on
So,
for too long.
We just need some closing words. Wait. You know what, Charles Clayton? I don't care what anyone says. I am really looking forward to Avatar 2. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I am excited for Avatar 2.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
I understand that. I understand that, but I thoroughly am. And I know most people are gonna disagree with me, but we're all humans,
Agree to disagree, I guess. Like different strokes for different folks.
Different strokes for different folks. I know I'm alone on that, but that's okay. Now, any closing words from my fellows?
Well, I think I should just say a couple things that I have coming up. Next Friday is when we're doing Hereditary. Like I said before, we're doing Hereditary next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I will keep you guys updated on the watch along for the Black Phone whenever we still get a comment from my good buddy Zach Goller because I want to get him on for that one.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. We'll see what happens because there's not really much coming up right now, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Jared, do you have any last words?
Not really.
All right. Well, to everyone out there, thank you for watching Luke. He's a great guy. Follow him on Letterboxd.
Thank you, brother.
Again, great to be on here. And thank you, Charles, Fans of Something, Graham, Evan, and a bunch of other people. And adios. We'll see you next time. Arrivederci. Goodbye. And yep. Adios.
Adios.